Well, why so negative? I started writing about architecture in high school to defend buildings like this. This is the Goshen Government Center by Paul Rudolph in Goshen, New York, which is undergoing what I like to call a... And so I discovered in the fight for preservation of late modernist and postmodernist architecture, which is the part that I like, if you are on the side of I don't like this, you have the advantage. People say, I like this, and like, okay. But if you say, I don't like this, then like, why? And if you don't know why, you're pretty much a jerk. And so, but that still gets people talking, that starts a discussion. And so in McMansion Hell, I saw this opportunity to, exploit, because a lot of people hate McMansions, but they have no idea why, right? They're like, I hate that, it's big and it's ugly, but they don't know what is so ugly about it or why it seems so big. And that's sort of where I come in. And it brings me to my final point. It's about the greater purpose. So my professor at Peabody, where I study acoustics, has this saying that says, the first step to good design is avoiding the bad. Then you can design the good. And the first step to avoiding the bad is recognizing the bad. It's about looking at the world through a critical eye. And the best part about being snarky is that you are automatically critical. And so people can say, avoiding the bad, right? You don't want a house that looks like the ginormous thing that's on the screen right there. This is literally the McMansion. It is a house that someone took to their little mouth and blew up into a balloon. It's like they took the nice house with the gable and So, now if you know, I don't like that, and here's why I don't like that, then I can start thinking about encouraging other people and educating them about why I don't like that and they don't like that. And maybe through this sort of education and design, getting people who don't care about design to talk about design is another really huge step in perpetuating better design. And so through using America's ugliest and most hated houses, I'm sorry. We can, and talking about them in a way that introduces humor, so it's not, I'm shoving my good design down your throat, dang you. We can encourage people through discussion, through education, through empowerment, to be a greater force for change, and a change towards a more beautiful, a more sustainable, a more inclusive, and, a better looking world. Or at least prevent them from building more McMansions. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to apologize to anyone in the room who considers themselves to be architecturally sensitive. What you're about to see may upset you. So the number one question I get in my inbox all the time is, so McMansion Hell, what the hell is a McMansion? So it's pretty easy. I've narrowed it down to a couple of factors. First of all, they're oversized. That means they're over 3,000 square feet, which is 500 square feet more than the highest national housing average. So, AKA that space for, as you can see here, probably 26 children. And the other thing is if you look at this house, which is quite lovely, that, I'm sorry. This house probably has 3 media rooms, 7 bathrooms with like a garden tub and a chandelier and whatever, but it doesn't have a front porch, and I cannot find the front door. Also, there's no lawn. So that leads me to my second point. They are poorly designed. So that means there's no respect for form or scale.